docs got a refresh. Let's take a look here. We were just looking at it already. So one thing that changed is that we now sort of have this top level split between like documentation and plugin development. So it's more clear like which documentation is relevant for you as a user, and which docs are like, only relevant if you're like developing plugins. This was a little blurred in the previous iteration of the docs. We've been following this diataxis like framework. So like everything is like split in these kind of like 4 high-level categories that make it easier to find things. So everything is either like get started like a guide, or it's like or like a tutorial, I should say, or it's more like an in-depth guide, or it's a concept, or it's a reference doc here. And then the other main thing for the documentation that we improved is we captured all like the output now of all the commands we share, so you can actually see like without running it what formae would actually do here. And then we put a lot of emphasis on the AI assistance tutorials as well. So the quick start has now a split between quick start like the regular with the CLI, and then the quick start with like your Claude Code or your Codex or whatnot. But every guide kind of does the same. So like if we just pick a random one here, say like managing policies, you can see here like the guide, how to write the formae and how to apply the policies. But every guide, at least most of them, have now like 2 tabs, like a CLI tab and an AI assistant that kind of shows you the prompts how to like accomplish the same thing that you would by manually like writing the pickle and applying the commands. Yeah, maybe one last like detail. We've switched to like Mintify here for the docs. So before we were on read the docs, and this just again like improves like working with agents, right? So Mintify supports like content negotiation. So if the agent sends like an accept header for like text markdown, Mintify will do like clean markdown delivery instead of your agent having to like parse the HTML and CSS and whatnot that gets sent down the pipe. And there's some other like files that Mintify like generates by default that help agents, like an LLMs.txt that give the agent kind of an overview of the lay of the land here and the skills of MD as well. Yeah, and these are sort of the main things that we've improved in 88. So hope you guys like it, and drop some feedback in the Discord channel or the GitHub discussions if you have it.